Time to color the gray. Medium brown. Halo of gray. Okay, finish the shower. I'm gonna trim my hair and then I have to dry it with the blow dryer. You've probably seen this online maybe. I'm gonna grab it into a ponytail. This is what I've been doing since the pandemic. All right, so all that's brought forward. You put this in a ponytail. Okay, so you see, now you want to cut the hair the farthest away from the ponytail. This is just a trim. I know, I've done this a few times. Cut as straight as you can, right through. You see? So I took off that much. And you take this out. So that's it. That's how you trim your hair. Now I'm going to go blow dry it and then come back and apply the dye. Okay, back. And before I forget, I want to point out, I mentioned that I'm going back out to work. That said, I do not have as much free time to post as regularly as I have. As a courtesy, of course, to my huge following. I'm predicting that, but my intention is to try get back into the groove. Possibly, you never know. That's my intention. Okay, let's put these on. So now we take this little tip off of the developer cream. That's number 1. Then this is the number 2. You add the permanent color cream to the developer. And then you combine it by shaking. The application. I'm squeezing as I... Do you see what I'm doing? That's 3, 4. So I'm squeezing as I go back so that there's a full line of the dye being applied. And this one's going to be the last one. It's kind of just over my ear. Let's go. I'll do this side of the head and the one over the ear. Okay. And then, starting from the back, and I go down to the nape of my neck-ish. Still in the same method of lines like I was doing at the front. Maybe one more to here. Okay, so then I go to the back, making little parts. Squeeze some in my hand and work it through the length. See that? Right? And then pat it on the head, right? So you keep doing that. Just make sure all the hair is saturated. All right, so now watch. Some in the hand and on la tête. There's still plenty left in here because I also do my eyebrows. So then I go in there like as if I'm shampooing my hair. This ensures that every strand is saturated. There's no patches of hair that is on top of another that this has not saturated. I think I've used that word once or twice before, but I want to make sure and emphasize that every strand on the head must be what? Saturated. Now what I do is I pay extra attention to where the halo of gray was. It's a plan of attack. I'm attacking the gray. Okay, tell me if I'm touching my skin. What? You can't see? I thought you were there. Come on, guys. I need you. That's why, if you're watching here, take a moment, please, to subscribe, like, and share. Let me show you what I do. You know the old trick of using the mirror to get the dye off the back parts of my skin, my ear. So I'm using a little bit of wet paper towel. Once you've wiped it fairly well off of the areas, you know, you don't have a big glob of it somewhere, it's gonna be okay. So here is my mirror. I'm gonna put it up into the cabinet. Look at me figuring things out. I squeeze it on the paper towel, and then I dip the Q-tip in the dye. And then I put it on liberally. Okay, right now you don't care if you're following your eyebrow line, hairline. You just want to get the product on there Okay, do you see that? So now you take a dry Q-tip. I kind of hold here in the middle. And then I run it along here to get the excess off of my skin. And then hold it here again. All right, and now I'm doing the underside. Along. All right, see that? I will be rinsing my eyebrows before I rinse my hair. Because, oh Lord, I don't want to go out there looking like Gonzo. That looks as good as it's going to get. Now, what I also do at this point, okay, because as I'm in the magnifying mirror, I can see little portions along my hairline of gray I did not attack. So I will go with the Q-tip and apply it. These are going in the garbage, and these are my eyebrows. Around 4, though, I should take it off my eyebrows. Okay, I rinsed my hair. I'm gonna let it air dry, but I'll do that in here when I come back and put in the leave-in conditioner. I do here, just in case there's hairs there. It should be plucked. And this one. Good enough. Let's make your face wet for anything of hyaluronic acid, or it won't absorb. I will do even more around the eyes. Moist, because this one also has hyaluronic acid. Anyway, woo! Look at me. All the little self-care things, it's worth it. You're supposed to take care of yourself. Take my, it's a 10. I'm gonna put a little bit of water with that and start from the ends with a double dose of conditioner. That's enough. I don't know, I'm gonna leave it out until it dries and then I will put it up. But look, there is no gray. That's it. That was fun. Oh, I feel so good. Don't you feel good after you take care of yourself? Cleanliness is next to godliness, and that all of this is encompassed. If you slob out and you don't take care of yourself, it starts to bring you down, you feel an ick. And who comes knocking on the door when he detects ick? Not an angel, that's for sure. Angel in disguise, maybe. Good job, Donna, good job. All right, so that's it for today's session of self-care, hair dyeing, and chit-chat. Look forward to the next one. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.